Well, I-29 has been closed for some time this morning, and you're looking at video of trucks lining up to get ready to get onto I-29. It's been opened now, and traffic moving along on that interstate, though it will likely be moving very slowly here still into the afternoon hours as those trucks get back onto the road. We're going to be dealing with still some low visibility and some drifting happening out there for today. So just because it's open doesn't mean that we're in the clear or conditions are perfect. It's going to take a little while. Let's take a look at our snowfall reports. This is pretty much in line with what we were looking at. A lot of places in that 2 to 3 inch range, and then there were some pockets of heavier snow right now. Our highest report coming in just northeast of Hope of 6.5 inches. Grand Forks estimated a little over 6 inches there, and Argyle in Minnesota and Penn also reporting 6 inches, and in Michigan 5. And we'll be getting more of these reports in to pass along. And if you've got a snowfall report to share or a photo, head to our website or our Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. This is one of them, one of the many photos we've received. Look at this snowdrift. Measured in the order of feet here, or by human size. Somebody trying to climb over it. This is in East Grand Forks. Thanks, Dave, for sharing that photo. And a little girl and a pup trying to peer over the snowdrifts in south of Hillsboro there. Tough to see over, according to Elizabeth. And you can see there's drift there. It's kind of hard to make out, but right there in that view. So a lot of people dealing with some pretty big snow drifts here today. Looking at our wind speeds, still strong out of the north, gusting into the 40s still. 43-mile-per-hour gust in Fargo, 41 in Grand Forks. And this is going to be the problem throughout the afternoon hours. Gradually it'll diminish, but as long as we've still got some strong wind gusts going on, we're going to have trouble with visibility and travel. And checking out your visibility, we're at 1/4 mile at the airport in Fargo, 1/2 mile in Grand Forks, and 0 in Cavalier currently. By the way, this 1/4 mile report is actually a little bit of an improvement. We were down to 0 not too long ago, and there are many places in the valley where visibility is down. Those open areas are going to be your biggest trouble spots here today. And checking out the radar and satellite map, you can see the clouds clearing and the snow, of course, and you may get some sun, but with that snow blowing around, that's going to continue to reduce the visibility and kind of blot out that sunshine. A look at our temperatures. We've been sliding all morning down below 0. We're at 4 below in Fargo, 7 below in Grand Forks. Factor in that wind and dangerously low wind chills, 20s to 30s below here in the valley. We have at times had some reports of 40 below for your wind chill factor. So again, really dangerous to get caught out in this kind of weather here today. If you don't have to travel, just a good idea just to stay home and not worry about the conditions here today. So as we get into the afternoon, the clearing continues and temperatures continue to be, again, sub-0 with wind chills that are tough out there too. By 6 o'clock, still getting some wind gusts out of the north or northwest into the 20s to 30 miles per hour. But little by little, especially into the evening hours, we'll see that wind start to quiet down, and late tonight, maybe in that 5 to 15 mile per hour range, so we can start getting things cleaned up. It's going to be cold out there to be doing any shoveling. We've got temperatures into the teens below this evening, and getting into tomorrow morning, it's going to be even more frigid into some teens and 20s below, factoring even a little bit of wind, and we've got some trouble with wind chills, and that's going to be the big concern coming up for the rest of the forecast here. So today, still dealing with the wind causing the blowing and drifting snow, and then tomorrow, temperatures on the frigid side, high of only 6 below. Saturday morning may be especially brutal with some 20s below for Fargo, and maybe even colder than that up north. Through the rest of the weekend, we might climb above 0 by a few degrees on Sunday, but generally speaking, we stay in this cold air mass through the weekend and to start next week. Hints of hope coming up for Wednesday with temperatures climbing again above that 0-degree mark. So gonna have to bundle up and be prepared for another stretch of this cold weather.
I had someone on my break today say, it's okay, we're gonna improve on Wednesday. And I thought, what a positive outlook.
I love that.
Wednesday seems so far away to me.